And you play better when you know it. You ask anybody, how did you play when you thought this was an extremely important moment, meaningful in your life, and everybody's watching? Now, Jacob Collier probably said, great. There's a few people that respond to that. Actually, I'm one of them. But most people will say that's when they have trouble playing. And they say, now think about when it didn't really matter, or you were playing with friends that you trusted, or you had a beer, or you were in a practice room by yourself. How do you play? Everybody says better. So then I'll say to them, okay, now that you know that caring more made you play worse, you're never going to care again, right? And then they laugh. And that's where the process that develops with the 4 steps of effortless mastery, a deprogramming and a reprogramming, so that when you touch the instrument, there aren't thoughts between you and the instrument. It's just one instrument playing another instrument, which then opens up the whole world of spirit. Because if I'm an instrument playing the instrument, who's playing? And then you can spend the rest of your life answering that question for yourself, whether it's religious, spiritual. It could be Jesus or Charlie Parker. It doesn't really matter. As long as when you're not controlling it, and all people in inspiration will tell you at that moment, they're not controlling it, they're just doing it. Who's doing it? It could be a neurological answer. It could be, I wonder, they always say, use 10% of your brain. I wish I could write a book, but I think I couldn't even write more than an article. Maybe it's just the 11%, you know, one more percent kicks in. I mean, who knows what it is? Or maybe it's God, maybe it's the Holy Spirit. It doesn't really matter. But when you move your ego out of the way, then you are able to be controlled by something, usually of a wider consciousness than that controlling consciousness that we call the conscious mind.